Hello YouTube, this is Tofu speaking. It's been a while since I made my last video, but finally I decided to move to my JP account. Yes, I actually had a JP account, but it was originally meant for fun, and I didn't really invest a lot of time into it. I mean, like, I did keep up with the JP meta, but I am not really much of a CB or a PvP main. Maybe a bit of a PvP main because there's no way I'm gonna catch up to CB at this point. There's a lot of units that I don't have, or the levels and UE levels don't really matter too much for CB. So I started to just take it slow. Well, at least until EOS on global happened. And since a lot of people I know in my circles, like the people from Kasumi Cult and people from Worry Chef or Worry Trash, whatever you call it, there's a lot of like top 25, top 10 clans, which I used to be a part of, that are moving into the more JP scene because like they want to slack there because they just can't get rid of Priconne. I know a lot of you guys probably are too. And today I'm going to talk a bit about my JP account while playing there's a new update here, the new maps. They split the maps now. This is a new world. Like we have left Elpis Island and now it's in this dream world where the book 3 story takes place. I have no idea where this is actually because I can't speak Japanese. Well, there used to be a translation patch until the game decides to become 64-bit rather than the usual 32-bit as it was previously and also in the lab sims. But now it's part of the what you call it again? I think they update the engine so that it's now 64-bit throughout all platforms. They just haven't made it the transition to JP yet. So let's just talk about the account for a bit. Well, we have some gameplay footage here. I guess if you are anything that is closely resembling anything that's following the JP meta right now, you recall that Chris is a beast, and you're going to see this for pretty long. Let me just slow down the thing here because I think if it's too fast, it will make the experience of watching this a bit worse. So I got this account. Originally, it was started in October of 2022 because I was interested in JP accounts back then. It's like, how did JP actually get this far? Because like I'm an EN player and having started only on EN, it feels very alien for me to just like, you know, not see what is Priconne JP up to. I'm just curious naturally because Priconne JP is so fun. There's a lot of fixed stars that we don't get to see. At the end, we don't even get to experience. And yeah, generally, I just want to know. And the first unit that I raised there is Mitsuki. Back then, she doesn't have a 6-star, so it was just like a 3-star. After that, I took a break from that JP account. This one was DMM bound for about 3 months until the Ane X Grea prefest, which is in December of 31st. That's where I started to pick up JP again because there's quite a lot of new units like Amet and Anagrea, basically. Like, people are hyping up Anagrea to be like this new Nyaru, and turns out she actually was, and the support for her was pretty much on perms. And so, like, I decided to pick up JP again, and there's like a lot of people that play JP in my circles, and was like, oh, hey, let's pick up JP again, and JP is fun. And so I decided to pick up JP again. And lo and behold, it was actually during where they started to do beginner bonuses for accounts that are level 200. So during the time period where I made this account and the beginner bonus, as well as the anniversary where I get this one, Liberator Nozomi, who's absolutely crazy, insane. Like, what the hell? Samasaran plus Makoto plus like, I don't know, Rain, I guess. Like, they just give her everything to succeed as a tier 0 like CB and PvP unit. She will be rerun on August this year if memory is not wrong, or they didn't change the schedule for limited reruns. 6 months from February is August, so there's that. And apart from that, there is quite a lot of limbs and perms that you missed earlier. I also raised a second account, which is the account that I use for my alt, because a lot of people in my clans started to make accounts on and clans on GP as well. So might as well just hop in the bandwagon, if you understand my drift. Also, the World 63 has a unique gimmick where you have this level EX stages basically inside the world. So basically, it's like a PvP map, but it's a bit harder because you have a slight level difference and they all have UE. Basically, the way you handle them is basically the same as PvP. So for if you're playing JP PvP for a long time, this wouldn't be much of an issue. But okay, I forget that I cannot I cannot change the battle speed when I'm on auto advance. So guys have to suffer through this for a bit. At least it helps speed up the video because the video will be very long if I don't actually times 3. So going back, I'm going to use both accounts basically for like polls if I want to poll. For example, this account doesn't have Summer Nozomi, which is because I'm a Nozomi stan, I have to get her. This account doesn't have her. This account only has Liberated Nozomi and Original Nozomi. So I've been really wanting to pull Summer Nozomi. Both accounts already have Christmas Nozomi, which is a well friend, so I don't really have a problem with that. So pretty much it's just the alt account needs to pull Liberator Nozomi, and the main account here just pulls Summer Nozomi. As for 6-star progression, I guess Nozomi, of course. Nozomi is probably the best 6-star to go to because tanks, in my opinion, are of very high premium, especially in the early game where you don't actually have a good tank. Outside of Princess Peiko is pretty good on like certain aspects until you get Nozomi 6 or Peiko 6. I prefer Nozomi 6 because 26 3VH is not hard to get. Sure, there's a couple of hard, pretty difficult, very hard stages that you have to go through, like Yori and Akari. Yori and Akari, I believe, it needs Iria 6 Boro for anyone to progress because Iria has enough magical book to not die from a single Shadow Bolt plus Akari VH. Akari auto attack, and Iria can just like steal all the damage away. Sure, it has to be Iria 6. That's the only thing that you need to worry about is just it has to be an Akari. It has to be Iria 6. I'm sorry if I'm talking in circles. I pretty much do these videos without any sort of planning before. I just like to do things on a whim. So that's it, yeah. Let me know in the comments if you want to have like a sort of guideline on the units that you have to, in my opinion, are the best to invest to early game, or like some sort of progression, guideline for progression from me as like a pseudo semi-veteran JP player that comes from EN, which has 2 years of EN experience and basically just 4 months of JP experience. Sure, the meta for JP is very different from EN, but there's some things that are pretty much the same. And as a beginner, I think it's better for me to like acclimatize other EN refugees because some of the stages here are actually hard. And of course, because you are pretty much just Ahmed Nenekaing everything, you are going to be in a severe level disadvantage. For example, you're bringing a level 100 account into a level 203 or 270 map, basically. So you're going to be most of the time in an extreme level disadvantage because of trying to milk all those juicy, what do you call it again? Oh, the beginner bonus, yeah. The beginner bonus only lasts until level 200. At level 201, you are not able to get the beginner bonuses anymore. So let me know in the comments if you want to have like this sort of optimization or my takes on what are the best units to invest to based on like the pre-fast or the 6-star progression or maybe UE if you want to, because UE and 6-star are basically almost entwined. And so I think it would be nice content for me basically to make like a decent like guideline, not necessarily a tier list, although it would probably be best to make in a tier maker about these sort of things to help pin down my thoughts about certain units, why I place them where they are. Basically, I don't need to make like an S or 80. Oh my god. Okay, I think we are about to have to switch teams right now. Yeah, this happens if you not have a max account. Some of these units are insane. Oh yeah, I take here. Some of the better mages that I have. Oh, of course, yeah, these two. Yeah, because I start in the December, I have access to New Year's Naneka as a beginner, which is actually progress. What do I want really? I guess I'll take Ahmed right here because Ahmed is dumb, and let's take Monica, I guess. It. Wait, I don't think I have a win con. Let's take Homare. Homare is also pretty dumb. Yeah, let's try this. Oh wait, I think I'll take off the Nenica. I'll take off the Nenica, put the nose over here. Okay, let's do it like this then. We'll put the Misaki. No, is there anyone that sits behind Misaki that I have? Or Misaki? Maho? Okay, let's just put Maho. Speaking of Maho, EX, for if you want to go hardcore, side games have made a lot of TOR changes in like some recent the recent years, especially between year 4 and year 5, where they basically trivializes CB and PvP and as well as breaks necessarily. So don't worry if you break in JP because there is literally no breaks. I perceive that this will take a bit of while, not just because of my unit's lower level, because this I think we should be at level 270 units, and I'm basically doing it with level 225. But as you can see, Ahmed is doing a very good job at keeping the entire team not dead. Fiona Felicita is such a drug. What the hell? Yeah, who knows? Especially for someone like going back to the break thing, like the Maho is especially useful because now bricks for Maho is basically just rank boost -1. So right now the rank is 28 maximum rank, and Maho is basically Maho is rank 27 naked. All skills are perfectly fine to max and UE 30. Basically the most budget Maho safe you ever face. And even then, like Maho isn't super used in defense anymore, so I pretty much can sort of make my Maho basically just CB or like cope PvP like PA unit basically. As you can see, basically Homar is doing a splendid job at just handling these minions, I guess. I mean, like Homare is basically a very good at handling things like this. As for Homare, Nearest Homare is going to be rerun 1 month before Liberator Nozomi, so expect her rerun to be on July. Again, as far as banners go in JP, when it comes to scheduled banners, like pretty much there's only one banner schedule that we know, and it is the 6-month rerun that every limited unit will have, only on the first, only on the year they come. So, for example, like Liberator Nozomi and there's Homare. Oh, what did we kill? We killed Akari and Yori. Wow, okay. Yeah. So the only fixed banner that we know are basically Golden Week banners, which is going to arrive at the end of the month because Golden Week. Limited units will always get rerun 6 months after the banner they started with. So, if, for example, like Ranger Kokoro should, for example, if you start at Ranger Kokoro, which is like the latest banner that EN players or EN refugees have access to, she's a limited. She will be rerun 6 months after March. So it's around October. Ranger Kokoro is going to come back. Hopefully with a good target for her, because right now Ranger Kokoro doesn't exactly have a good target. Ranger Kokoro specializes in further buffing buffs that are given from other supports. So she basically is like a buff amplifier. But right now we don't really have someone like that. There's really not much to talk about here because Ames trivializes content, and pretty much my account is not really reliant on borrows anymore. Let me know if you want to like enjoy these kind of like progression style videos where we have these altar maidens. If you don't play book 2, then yeah, okay. I guess if we with this, I probably would just I think I'm just gonna change the team right now. Yeah, I'm gonna change the team right now because Homara is not good against single target at all. I think I'm just gonna try and go back to what you call it again? I'm just gonna go back to playing with Face in general. Put Ahmed, except I'm just not gonna use Yukari, I'm going to use Ahmed instead. But the rest should be fine. Like I have Chris, and Chris outputs a ton of damage. I have kind of concerns about Jita, because Jita died earlier because she's kind of under leveled. I hope that's not a big concern. let's just see how it happens though. As what else should I really talk about in this first DP video? Yeah, I have some plans ready for something like a beginner's progression level or like guides towards JP for beginners from a beginner. Basically, I'm still a beginner. I know nothing about JP meta. I only know some about PvP JP meta or something. Ayumi is completely terrifying because Ayumi. Apart from that, though, there isn't really much that I have understood. Just basically looking at uh, the wonderful interactions we have between just looping TP over and over. As far as necessary units go on JP, I guess there's pretty much only a few tier 0 units or like generally accepted must-have units on like accounts if you want to go somewhere. Of course, PvP is still ruled 6-man, 6-star meta. 6-star meta is still very strong because 6-star, there's really nothing you need to there's really nothing different there from EN and JP. Basically, everything is 6-star meta. I'm actually kind of concerned about Jita now. Hopefully, Ames is able to keep her in check. But this, what's it called? It's like, she looks like Serena, right? Like Serena from Pokemon. I hope we are able to actually beat this thing because, like, oh, sorry, yeah, I have a bit of a. My God. Oh, probably would just retake that later. The bosses in like this, no, they don't fuck around. Or maybe I'll just switch it into like a oh fuck that, okay. Screw that, I'm going to switch teams again. I do have a physical, I think I have like one good mage and that's probably it. This boss is ridiculous, yeah. I probably would just bring the Nenekas along though. Do I have a faith mage? Oh yeah, you. Why do I forget that you exist? Sometimes I even forget that you exist in the first place. So I guess we have to rely on Princess Kiaru UE, just terrorizing everyone? I guess that's a plan now though. It's been a bit of an ant infestation in my place, so I do apologize for the coughing, and we have to pay tribute to Abyss and Burst now. Princess Kiaru, oh, speaking of which, I started this DMM account during Princess Kiaru banner. I mean, one of the alt accounts that I use for the other clans. It's basically started on Princess Kiaru. That's why that account actually have a 5-star Princess Kiaru with UE. Basically, UE, I just slap a UE spear on her and call it a day. This guy is crazy. She used to be the worst princess unit ever, and now because they give her a Nyaru style UE, basically, the skill 1 is now, the damage is now proportional towards the damage dealt by the skill. So basically the damage, the magic attack buff she gets is proportional to the amount of damage dealt to the skill, which if you actually remember what Yuya's Kiaru UB line says, it's exactly the same. And I think they should be able to handle the girl. If not, I can always default to Grean because I have her. But I think we absolutely need that tank, and Princess Kiaru is backwards enough to not get hit by like the plant dancer here. I'm just gonna wait. She looks like a Reika. Nah. Yeah, exactly. This is why we need Ahmed, and we absolutely cannot bring mages here. I guess it's a warning to like you pushers, like don't overstep your bounds. Just take the game kind of slowly. There's no reason for you to push so hard. I guess, unless if you want to farm the VH node of the girl you like, for example. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you see, like Princess Kiaru kills everyone. I think I'm just gonna let this one roll. Oh my god. Even in like we're in like what? This is year 6 on JP and Priconne doesn't change. Impressive. You thought she'd be more mature, but after basically watching 2 world calamities going down, like she just do nothing. I think I'm just gonna let the things roll. Okay, actually, this is a good time to show you something else that I've been itching to tell. This is the EX2. Oh my god! Let me see if. Oh, hold on. Why is she in the back? That's a good question. Why is she? Oh god. Thankfully these are all 5-star, not 6-star. Imagine like 6-star Io and 6-star Yori. I'm gonna get completely wrecked. Let's see if I have a Summer Chica here. I don't think I do. Right? Yeah, Summer Chica. Yeah, I don't. No. I guess we just have to take this old-fashioned way. We are not going to bring Inori because honestly, Inori is useless. Maybe not so much though because there's no 3-star requirement like everyone has to survive. I could bring Inori. I could bring MCAS. MCAS is fine, right? MCAS sits nicely actually. I think it's fine. Hold on. I think MCAS. No, MCAS is completely screwed because there's a Rima. I think we still need the Inori. Inori is better, cheaper, and faster. Maybe let's try this one first. EX stages are basically this is the EX stage that I've been talking about. EX stages are basically PvP stages but with super overleveled units or basically bots. Oh, you can set. Yeah, I'm just gonna set everything. Gonna prison. Oh my god. Yeah, because of Ahmed's protection, literally. Oh god, okay. That does not. It doesn't protect against that. I think. Do I need Yukari? Like Yukari is fine. I don't Ino. Ino's fine, but I'm not sure now though. I think like Angrea might actually work better. Or this. It's probably okay. Let me try Stage Misa first though, because like Stage Misa is actually pretty good. Stage Misa is one of the most broken terms of all time with School Fast unit. I'm not sure. Honestly, the biggest problem is with Yori. That's a 6-star Yori. Okay. Okay, it took me 2 takes to realize that that thing is 6-star. Oh, I forgot to see. Oh yeah, the EO is also 6-star. Okay. This is actually scary. If the EO is 6-star, then we need all the power in the world to beat that thing. What can I use even from this box? Ilya, I guess? I mean, Ilya is not bad. Let me try. I could try Ilya, I could try Homare, but I don't like Homare when I have to target Ahmed with my Yukari. My god, that's even worse. No, that's a bit of a no, I guess. Yeah, this is basically you're screwed. I think I think I need the Inori. No cap, I need the Inori. Inori handles with that thing so well. Also, I'm interested in like maybe I cannot set anyone because if I set then Kiara doesn't get the buff from her skill 1. Yeah, you see like that thing just neutralizes Inori just cancels Yukari Aquavite, which is absolutely what we want. Yeah, I think this is a much more manageable game state than we were previously. Oh god. Who gets stunned? Who gets charmed? Okay, Nenika. Oh, I think we are not screwed. Are we screwed? We are still under protection, so we're perfectly fine against an EO plus Yori assault. Where's the Yori anyway? I think, is she dead? Oh, she's dead. Yeah, you have Kasumi there. We have Yukari. Yeah, I think Inori pushed the Yori away to being dead. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically 63 EX, 63.5 EX2. Not a very hard map, apparently. Jump scares, I guess, from the 6-stars, but apart from that, I don't think there's like really much to talk about. I forget if the Reno is actually 6-star. I think she is, right? All of them are 6-star. If they are 6-stars, they will be 6-stars. So, for example, like if Kasumi gets a 6-star later, I think we're all screwed. Good thing Kasumi doesn't have a 6-star yet. 150. I guess we can end this vid by a bit of a showcase, I guess, of my box, collecting all of that. I'll read the stories later. So this is my box. The first extra I did was Nozomi, and then it went all the way from there. Then I built like what? Christina, Jita, Monica, Mitsuki, Misaki. I think the second one was either Misaki or Yukari. I think it was Yukari was not my second. I remember that. Yukari was like my fourth. I think I did like Shinobu and Mifuyu almost at the same time because they were dropping like crazy during the anniversary 5 times buff rates. And then the latest one I did was what's it called? Why do I forget the name? Hiyori. I did Hiyori here. Like some of these girls are just straight up dumb and insane. Like Ahmed basically makes all healers irrelevant because why bring other healers when you can bring Ahmed as like a pure healing. Yukari is pretty much shelved to just TP boosting and maybe magic barrier, but like magic barrier doesn't exist because like Ahmed and Summer Chica are just way better at doing that. Inori cancels all skill once. Basically, if you can see from the earlier one, she cancels Yukari's Aquavite, preventing a catastrophic disaster from Io. Basically, if you can see that team is basically E and defense, right? You have the Remind, you have the Yukari, you have the Yori, not Yori, Io. The Yori and the Kasumi is kind of sus. Kasumi is not front, is sus, but if you actually play JP, 63.5 is Kasumi front. This stupid thing is Kasumi front. Yeah, screw that. Kasumi plus Credita. Who thought that was a good idea? You have to Inori this or you die. This is basically a PvP team. Imagine this was Rino and this was like Karin is basically something like Yuki. No wait, you have Yuki here. Imagine this Karin is like Luna. Like increase, like give TP to Credita because there's so much TP flying around in this stage. What else is there? Cafe Monica is a cash grab, completely terrible. Good thing we don't have to experience her in EN. So these three are the trifecta of supports. So stage Misaki buffs what you call it again? Buff magic, but buffs it so well with the highest number of buff that someone can actually take. Schoolfest Uni is a mixed support. She can buff physical and magical units. Labirista basically just get 1000, give me 1000 TP, spam UB skill 1 unit equipment. Basically elevating her to the top of the face support food chain. And I still keep my PvP supports like my Inori, my magical Pearl Kasumi, my Kasumi. I guess Kasumi is great. Oh yeah, Oyuki, shout out to Oyuki for being the most backward, the backmost magical support, like magical debuffer and buffer. Like this guy is like super good. Okyaru is for PvP. Worker Aoi UE is for related debuffing stuff for CB mainly. And then you have like my usual suspects here. I have my 6 stars. Like, well, I could just get the Chica from the library event. Pretty good too, though. Nah, actually, I'm kidding. The Chica sucks. The reason I use Chica is just to have her throw. It's a good unit to throw though because like Chica is kind of terrible. As for my PvP, I guess I have no idea what bracket am I at, and I can't read moon runes at all. So my top 200 in Battle Arena and top 100 in PA. PA in this in JP is surprisingly easier because the JP people again like PA is just easier to camp. If you remember that you should just do Princess Arena first because as soon as you get 3 functioning teams, you pretty much can do PA at like a robust level. And this Princess Arena is pretty much very easy. If you can see, wait, that's not my defense. What the hell? Oh shit, I leaked my defense. Got some wins, got some losses. Wins are like people who are like 265 max level. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. But there's quite a lot of people who int at me, so I don't really mind, especially from the max level people. Yeah, sometimes like 6 stars, especially their buffs, are very competent. And so this wraps up. Sorry, wrong. Is there anything else? No, really, right? So that wraps up my Priconne JP debut video. I'm from EN and then I moved to JP. I got 2 accounts that I want to make in JP. My main account is going to be Tofuman in JP. Here is my. I'm going to link my player ID if you want to add me in JP. If you want my Chris or my what you call it again? If you want my Chris or my Hiyori, maybe Hiyori's not that good really. I think, oh yeah, Niyo Shomare to borrow for your progression. Add me later in the pins on the video below. This is Tofu signing up.